From Spain to Denmark, the 2025 royal wedding that everyone is talking about. Two nations, two crowns, one impossible love story. Everyone thought they knew how it would end, until they didn't. Because this wasn't just a royal wedding. It was a royal reckoning, where duty bowed to love. The world woke up to headlines that stopped hearts and silenced gossip. Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark, engaged. A future queen and a Danish prince, bound not just by lineage, but by something far deeper, something no crown could define. It began years earlier, quietly, in the polished corridors of European royalty. Two heirs, two families, two destinies seemingly worlds apart. Their lives were scripted, every gesture watched, every smile measured. Yet behind the formality, something unexpected took root. At first, it was just polite conversation. Shared laughter during diplomatic visits. Glances exchanged at royal banquets where decorum ruled every breath. But over time, friendship turned into something else, something undeniable. Still, in royal life, love is never simple. Spain expected strength, Denmark expected tradition. Their union, a question no one dared to ask aloud. Could the heir to the Spanish throne truly marry the prince of another kingdom, without igniting centuries-old rivalries, traditions, and politics? Yet, against all odds, love grew louder than protocol. Leonor, raised in the shadow of duty, found in Christian a calm she never knew she needed. He wasn't just a prince, he was a refuge, a reminder that beneath the crown, she was still human. Behind palace walls, their love story became whispered legend. Letters exchanged, secret visits carefully hidden beneath the layers of diplomacy. But when the truth finally reached the press, Europe erupted. Some called it the rebirth of royal unity. Others called it reckless. But for those who saw the look in their eyes, the quiet certainty, it was simply real. As the announcement broke, both royal families faced the storm. King Felipe of Spain, torn between his role as monarch and father, questioned what history would say. Queen Letizia, protective and precise, worried about her daughter's future under the weight of scrutiny. Meanwhile, in Denmark, Queen Mary and Crown Prince Frederik were torn too. Their son's love wasn't a political choice, it was personal. And in the world of crowns and cameras, that was dangerous. But the tide was unstoppable. The people of Spain adored Leonor, the Danes cherished Christian. When they appeared together for the first time, hand in hand, millions watched in silence. The internet exploded. For a brief moment, the world forgot its divisions and believed in something ancient and rare, love that defies logic. And so, plans began. A wedding not of convenience, but of conviction. The date, spring 2025. The location, Madrid, heart of Spanish royalty. The guest list, every major royal family in Europe. The mood, electric. From the first hint of her gown's design to the echoes of royal choirs rehearsing behind palace walls, everything felt cinematic. But what truly captured hearts wasn't the glamour, it was the story. A princess raised in discipline, now daring to follow her heart. The morning of the wedding dawned like a painting. The royal palace bathed in gold. Church bells echoed across Madrid. The streets were alive, crowds waving Spanish and Danish flags side by side. Inside, the atmosphere was pure emotion. Leonor's gown shimmered with fine embroidery, each thread representing unity between the two nations. Her veil, long and flowing, symbolized both her past and the new chapter she was stepping into. As she walked down the aisle, every step felt like a message. Spain wasn't just watching, it was feeling. Her father, King Felipe, fought back tears. Her mother, Queen Letizia, smiled with the bittersweet pride only a mother could know. At the altar stood Christian, calm, elegant, but visibly moved. When Leonor reached him, he whispered something only she could hear. Her eyes glistened. The moment felt suspended in time. The vows were simple, but powerful. They promised not just love, but endurance. Not just devotion, but shared destiny. And as they sealed it with a kiss, the cathedral erupted in applause. Bells rang across the city. Outside, the celebration became one of the largest in modern royal history. The Spanish capital transformed into a sea of color and joy. From the balconies, flowers rained down. Children waved flags. Strangers hugged. For that day, there were no borders. No, Spain, or Denmark. Just love, pure and visible. As the newlyweds emerged, the world couldn't look away. Every detail became legend, the way Leonor looked at Christian, the way he guided her hand as they waved to the crowd, the tear that slid down King Philippe's cheek as he watched his daughter embrace her new life. But behind the joy, the couple faced a new chapter filled with quiet tension. The transition between nations is never seamless. Between Spain's deep-rooted monarchy and Denmark's modern simplicity, they had to find balance. Every decision, from their residence to their royal duties, became a debate. Yet through it all, they remained united. Weeks after the wedding, Leonor addressed her people. It was her first public speech as a married princess. Her words resonated far beyond Spain. Love is not the absence of duty. It is the courage to fulfill it, together. That single line went viral. Millions shared it. It became the anthem of the new generation of royalty, a message that duty and emotion could coexist. And while tabloids continued to speculate about their private life, those who saw them together at events noticed something undeniable. The way he steadied her hand before speeches. The way she leaned into him during quiet moments. They were no longer symbols, they were partners. Months later, during their first official visit to Denmark as a married couple, the reception was overwhelming. The Danish people, known for their reserved warmth, welcomed Leonor as one of their own. The unity between both nations became more than symbolic, it became heartfelt. Behind the glitter and gold, they still faced the pressure of expectation. But every challenge only deepened their connection. They were rewriting what modern monarchy could look like, not rigid, not distant, but real, vulnerable, and relatable. In private moments, away from the lenses and obligations, they found peace in simplicity. Walks through royal gardens, late-night talks under the stars. No protocols, no cameras, just Leonor and Christian, the two souls who dared to love across borders. And that's the magic of their story. Because fairy tales are easy to admire from afar. But to live one, to fight for it, to protect it, to grow within it, that's what makes it legendary. The world continues to talk about that wedding, not just because of its grandeur, but because of what it represented. In an age of cynicism and change, it reminded us of something rare. That love, real love, can still move nations. And now, years from that spring day, when the Spanish sun met the Danish breeze, one truth remains: the royal wedding of 2025 wasn't just a ceremony. It was a bridge. A story that began with two crowns and became a single heart. From Spain to Denmark, from protocol to passion, from duty to destiny, this was more than a royal event. It was proof that sometimes, history is written not by power, but by love.